I'm Dave.
And we are the XFL Radio. In this video, we're going to take you through each of our own power rankings of all the 8 teams. So I'll start it off. In 8, I have the New York Guardians. They've been playing terrible for 2 games. They have 1 win against another team, bottom tier team, but overall just not good so far. In 7th, I have the Tampa Bay Vipers. A lot of people had hope because they kept it close with one of the best teams. However, a loss is a loss. That's not going to help their playoff run. And overall, I don't think they performed well. 6th, I have the Seattle Dragons. They're 0-3 as well. They've been
1 and 2.
Oh, 1 and 2. My bad. They've been doing a little better since their start, but overall, mixed with the tough schedule and just not a great head coach, I think they're not very good right now. In 5th, I have the LA Wildcats. They're 1 and 2 right now. They just had a huge win against what might have been the best team in the league. So, yeah, they're pretty good. I wouldn't say they're in the top tier until I see them be a little bit more consistent after only just a few weeks, but overall pretty good. 4th, I have the DC Defenders. They've had 2 dominant wins so far, but a brutal loss on the road, so overall I wouldn't put them in the very top. 3rd, I have the Dallas Renegades. They've shown themselves to be a very good, competent team. I think they're definitely going to be playoff contenders. 2nd, I have the St. Louis Battlehawks. They're 2-1 right now, but they lost to one of the very good teams. So I think overall they have some pretty good prospects in running and stuff. And in 1st, I have the undefeated Houston Roughnecks. They've just been dominant. They haven't lost yet. PJ Walker is shaping up to be the MVP if he keeps it up. I think they've been very good.
Yeah, so number 8 for me, I have the New York Guardians, agreeing with Romo here. Terrible Matt McGloin, terrible quarterback. They looked like they had a good defense, but that's all changed in these past 2 weeks. Just terrible job by them. I think they are easily the worst team in the league right now. They got to get their act together. 7th, Tampa Bay Vipers. Good showing with new quarterback Taylor Cornelius. I think they have some hope in them. I'm not sure that playoff hope is there, but I think that they can salvage this year a bit with good running backs and a kind of fast-paced offense. But their defense is awful, and I think that's why they're 7th for me. 6th, Seattle Dragons. It was a tough one. I think that they're still better than the Tampa Bay Vipers, but they are really bad. Not a great quarterback. They have a good receiver in Austin Proehl and a solid run defense, but their passing defense is terrible. Landry Jones went off on them this past Saturday, I believe, and just not great. Terrible coach. Number 5, this is kind of the separation of these bottom 3 teams, these top 5 teams. These top 5 teams are the teams I think that are really good. And so starting off, this is a tough one, Dallas Renegades.
Ooh,
I think that they are Romo. My opinion, Romo. Okay. 5th, Dallas Renegades. I think they're very good. I thought last week that Landry Jones was a terrible quarterback and that they had to rely heavily on their running backs and Cameron Artis-Payne, but Landry Jones had a really good performance against the Dragons, and I think that he did a good job. And I think that this team could definitely make it up all the way to 2, maybe even 1, but they just need to show me a little more from Landry Jones. Number 4, Wildcats. This was kind of a controversial one with me and Romo, but I think that the Wildcats have so much going for them right now. Great quarterback in Josh Johnson, really good quarterback in Nelson Spruce, an insane secondary, this new defensive coordinator, as I thought, would get better, and they did get better, and they just dominated the defenders. They're still going to be lower than the defenders, but I think they are on the right track, and they've just set themselves in the real right path. 3rd, St. Louis Battlehawks. I think that this one's a tough one too, but I think that the Battlehawks their quarterback has some accuracy issues, but I think he's still really good. And I think their defense could get a little bit better, but overall they're still a really good team, and I definitely could see them going all the way up to 1 in no time, to be honest. 2nd, DC Defenders. This was a tough one for me because
it's wrong.
Sunday night game was just awful, 39-9.
It's early in. We've only had 3 games per team so far. But you can't have a team lose that badly and be one of the top 2 teams in the league.
A fluke game, okay? I'm a Defenders fan. There's going to be some personal preference in these rankings. I know
you were hoping for some good DC football, but I don't think it's in the cards this year.
No, the Redskins are great DC football.
The Battlehawks are going to play any other team. It might be the Guardians or the Vipers. Who knows?
No, Roman defenders are good. I think that they'll definitely get their crap together this weekend, and I think they'll pull out an easy dub against the Vipers. But I think that they need to work on what Carter Jones needs to get, recollect himself after that terrible game. He was playing.
Jones needs to be a better quarterback.
No, he was doing perfect in those week 1 and week 2 games. I just think that he needs to, maybe they're just kind of streaking and they're kind of too cocky coming into week 3 against an 0-2 team. So they need to get together, but they're going to be ranked second for me. And this one's easy. Houston Roughnecks, undefeated, insane offense with PJ Walker, Cam Phillips, and just a good running back in James Butler. But I think that their defense can get worked on a bit. I mean, the Tampa Bay Vipers got 27 on them. They definitely need to work on their defense, but their offense is pretty much not even close to how bad the other offenses are. But I think that they're very good, and I think that they're easily number 1 in this league.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. They're definitely one of the best team right now. But it's hard, there's only 8 teams, and not
3
too
weeks.
many
I mean,
games.
all these teams are kind of like putting up really good weeks or really bad weeks, so it's really unpredictable right now. For all we know, Houston Roughnecks could go and lose week 4, just like the Defenders lost their week 3 game. So who knows? But these are our power rankings. Use them if you want. Mine are obviously better than Romo's, but
LA Wildcats so good. They're gonna get destroyed.
I called them last week. I said that they'd do really well,
Look.
and I also said that it'd be interesting to see how the Dallas Renegades running offense went against the Seattle Dragons running defense, and how Lance Jones had to adjust, which he did,
Look,
and he got
all my predictions were right except for one.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. Goodbye. We'll see you later.